If you want to know the do's and don'ts for you after you apply for your home mortgage, watch this video. We'll get into all the info to make sure you don't make those mistakes. Hey guys, my name is Justin Short. I'm a realtor and team leader here in Murrieta, California at RE/MAX 1 for the Short Real Estate team. We want to create this video to give you some information on some of the mistakes that we see a lot of people make after they apply for their home mortgage. Hopefully you guys are finding these videos helpful. If you're liking the content, please go ahead and hit the button to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. So that really helps us, and we're going to keep sending out videos once a week. So we'll go ahead and get into the tips. So tip number 1 is going to be do not deposit cash into your checking or savings account without first clearing it with your lender. So they need to have a paper trail on all funds that are being deposited into your accounts. So cash can really throw off some red flags, especially a large sum of money. So I think a lot of people are aware, or hopefully you should be aware, that your down payment needs to season in your account if it's cash. So that could be a period of time where you need to deposit your money into the account. It needs to season, needs to sit there for a certain amount of time before you can actually use it. And a lot of times that's a long period of time. That could be 90 days, 180 days, so that can really throw off your real estate transaction if you deposit that money and you're going to use that for your down payment and you go in to get into escrow on something. So there are solutions and things we can do to help you through that, but you got to communicate that, especially with the lender. Let them know what your plans are, where the down payment's coming from, where the funds are coming from. Make sure there's a proper paper trail for you. So tip number 2 is going to be to make sure that you don't make any large purchases like a new car or like even furniture for the new home. So a new car, obviously that's a big purchase, but most people are going to finance that. When you finance that new car, that's going to become debt that your lender is now going to have to take into account into your monthly payment. So that could definitely throw off your ability to qualify for the next home, especially that could be a $300, $400, $500, $600 car payment, and that can really throw things off. So please, please, please do not purchase a new car while you're in escrow. That could jeopardize your ability to be able to purchase that new home. Or furniture works very, very similarly. You don't want to spend cash to buy furniture or finance that furniture, and that's going to be debt that your lender has to take into consideration that may be able to throw off your ability to qualify. Tip number 3 is going to be that do not co-sign for any friends or family while you're in the escrow process. So once you have you have that approval, the lender is really giving you that pre-approval saying, hey, yes, you're going to qualify to purchase a home, which is great. But if you turn around and you co-sign for somebody for a car, that now becomes debt that's going to be taken into account on your credit report and on your income statement. So that could definitely affect your ability to qualify for the new home. So please, please, please wait to co-sign until after you close escrow. Tip number 4 is going to be to not change bank accounts while you're going through the process. So you're going to need your paper trail. You're going to need to show where money is coming from. You're going to need deposit receipts. You're going to need to show that history there for yourself and to be able to show the lender to be able to get approved for the mortgage. So if you change bank accounts, that can cause some issues because you're going to have to switch everything over. Your old bank may delete a lot of your information. You may not be able to access that information easily. You're going to need bank statements, etc. So that can really pose a lot of issues. I personally have had a client do that before, and it caused us about a 45-day delay. Luckily, they were able to turn around and close, but it really, really messed up the lending process, and we had to wait for a new statement to come and cause a lot of headaches. So tip number 5 is going to be don't apply for other new forms of credit. So don't go out and apply for a credit card. Don't apply for a car loan or any other type of loan. So your credit's been approved, right? You're pre-approved. You're ready for that home shopping that period, but that's based on today's current status. So if you take on a credit card and that maybe you even use the credit card and that becomes debt, that may throw off your ability to purchase. So just be careful. We want to really not do anything with the credit to jeopardize until you actually get into the home, and then you can go ahead and live your life accordingly. Tip number 6 is going to be to make sure that you do not close any credit card accounts. So credit cards can be a good thing. They show as available credit, right? That can be good for applying for your mortgage. That's going to help boost your credit score if you have more available lines of credit. So those are usually going to be a plus. But if you turn around, if you close that can negatively affect your credit score. So that may bump you down to a lower tier, cause you to have a higher interest rate, and just have a negative effect, or maybe ruin your opportunity to be able to qualify. So you may be right there on the threshold of having that minimum credit score to qualify for the home loan. So you want to hold off on making those changes. If you want to cancel the credit card, month after you close escrow, go ahead and do it then, but please not while you're in the home shopping or the escrow time period. Hopefully those tips help. Obviously, purchasing a home is going to be the biggest purchase you're going to make throughout your life. And, it is going to be a time-intensive process. It could be a 30, 60, 90-day process with the home search and everything, factored into that. So it's going to take some time, but just know it is going to be it's a temporary period here where we don't want to touch our credit. We don't want to ruin that process. We don't want to jeopardize your ability to be able to purchase. So you just want to put those other items that we talked about on hold, wait until after you close. You can deal with them then, and make sure nothing changes for you. So hopefully the tips help. If you're liking the content, please go ahead and subscribe. You can feel free to reach out to me anytime if you have any specific questions about do's and don'ts. You'll see my information below. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can, and hopefully talk to you soon.